Ozark Highlands Radio is brought to you by the Ozark Folk Center State Park in Mountain View, Arkansas. A wonderful way to enjoy yesterday. On the web at ozarkfolkcenter.com. And by Stone Bank, a community bank supporting entrepreneurs and farmers nationwide with loans guaranteed by the USDA, SBA, and Farm Services Agency. Learn more at stonebank.com. And the Arkansas Arts Council, empowering the arts for the benefit of all Arkansans. On the web at arkansasarts.org. And by the Committee of 100 for the Ozark Folk Center, preserving Ozark folk culture since 1974 through music roots, craft apprenticeships, and the Heritage Herb Garden. Learn more at ofc100.org.
Greetings, everybody. This is Dave Smith, host of Ozark Highlands Radio. Welcome to our show. For the first time, Ozark Highlands Radio has visited the legendary Walnut Valley Festival, a 4-day acoustic music marathon and arts and crafts fair held every September in Winfield, Kansas. Our producer Jeff Glover and I will sample the menagerie of musical acts we recorded at this incredible event. That's this week on Ozark Highlands Radio. This week I'm going to spend the whole show down in the vault. Come on down with me for a visit with our producer, Jeff Glover.
Hello, Dave.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, I heard you've been on a trip.
I did.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I went to the Walnut Valley Festival in Winfield, Kansas, and I heard an incredible amount of music.
I'll bet you did. I've heard great things about it. I've wanted to go there for years and never have made it yet.
It's an amazing event. Got some music from it right here. Would you like to hear some?
I'd love to. What have you got?
Yeah, this is a band called Runa. They're kind of from all over. Some of the members are from Philadelphia. There's some from Dublin, Ireland, New York City, and Canada. They've been playing together for 14 years. They do a lot of Celtic music, and here they're doing a set of traditional reels, traditional Irish reels, that they refer to as the firewood set.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
was the Irish music band Runa, and what a hot set that was. My gosh, those folks can play.
Boy, they really are something, aren't they? This is exciting music.
Yeah, never a dull moment. Great twin fiddling in there, too.
Yeah. Next, this is a band from Santa Cruz, California, A.J. Lee and Blue Summit. It's a 5-piece bluegrass band, basically a bunch of kids that met as teenagers at a local jam in California, as a lot of these bluegrass bands form. You know, that's the way it's done.
Sure.
And here they're doing an original ballad of theirs called All I Know.
Cooling winds come afar, toast and fig jam in a jar. Rain falling from the trees, no bad thought in my mind. Hanging pillars chime, they pacify me. All I know, I'll never let go, and I will stand where I am. Make me blind so when I really go to see, the only thing I see is what I can believe. If this air is life, then I just need to breathe. Golden dirt grows below as the rushing river flows. I will go with it left and right, drive me low in the ground, hear the lovely sound. My roots are holding tight. All I know, I'll never let go, and I will stand where I am. Make me blind so when I really go to see, the only thing I see is what I can believe. If this air is life, then I just need to breathe. Taking this beautiful life, no hate, no wrong, no right. Make loving someone free when my voice is gone. I'll return to my home and whisper peacefully.
So that was A.J. Lee and Blue Summit playing All I Know, and that's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Next, this is a band from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's kind of what's called a jam grass band, you know? Yeah, they're from Salt Lake City, Utah. They describe themselves as ski bums. They're a 5-piece band, and, you know, honestly, it's kind of hard to describe what kind of music this is, but I'll let you decide.
Yeah.
Here's Pixie and the Partygrass Boys with an original song of theirs called Club Thing.
Yeah. Y'all just conserve right now.
Well, I adore you, ooh, you little club thing, where you make my heart sing. I never wanted anything but you. And even after all this time, you're aging like a fine wine. Oh boy, you're still so fine. Only ever one time with you. But when I really think back and I miss you like that, I remember and I wonder, oh darling, did you really break my heart or did I break yours? So we sing to the moon, sing to the trees, sing for our love and how it brought us to our knees. Sing for the water as it crashes on your shore, the laughter of your daughter as you teach her more and more. Nothing makes me happier than your smiling face. Boy, I see you out there, yeah, you finally found your place. Sing to the sun, sing to the moon, 'cause not even time could take away my love for you. Well, I owe it all to you, yes, all the joy of my youth, my home, my heart, my everything, all the things that make my heart sing. I never knew how much I'd miss the laughter, the love in your kiss. You call me the prettiest girl in the world. But when I really think back and I miss you like that, I remember and I wonder, ooh, darling, did you really break my heart or did I break your? So we sing to the moon, sing to the trees, sing for our love and how it brought us to our knees. Sing for the water as it crashes on your shore, the laughter of your daughter as you teach her more and more. Nothing makes me happier than your smiling face. Boy, I see you out there, yeah, you finally found your place. Sing to the sun, sing to the moon, 'cause not even time could take away my love for you. Oh, my love for you. Love for you, my love for you. did I break your so sing to the moon, sing to the trees, sing for our love, how it brought us to our knees, sing for the water
So that was Club Thing, played by
you, Alex.
Pixie and the Partygrass Boys. It's pretty modern.
Yeah, it's progressive bluegrass, I
Yeah.
would say. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so tell me about the festival. What's it like, Jeff?
They have, of course, a lot of music, as you can see. They have incredible food, crafts, exhibits. They have a campground like you've never seen before, acres and acres of RVs and tents out there. It's basically like you took an Ozark Folk Center State Park season and smashed it all into one weekend.
Oh, gee.
It's pretty amazing thing to witness. It really is. Yeah. Next, I've got, this is a guy from Ireland. His name is Shane Hennessy. Born and raised on traditional Irish music, started on the concertina, ended up playing guitar and became an amazing fingerstyle guitarist. And here he is playing a traditional Irish medley.
That was Shane Hennessy playing a traditional Irish medley. Hey, let's take a break now, and we'll be back here with more information on the festival from Jeff Glover. This is Ozark Highlands Radio. Welcome back to Ozark Highlands Radio. Well, Jeff, what other music have you got from the festival in Kansas?
Yeah, this was one of my favorite bands. This is a band called Socks in the Frying Pan. They're an Irish band from Ireland, from Ennis, County Clare, Ireland. It's a trio. They're guitar, accordion, and fiddle. Really exciting music. Here, Socks in the Frying Pan is performing a song by a guy named Steve Tilston called The Slip Jigs and Reels.
He was barely a man in his grandfather's coat, sewn into the lining a 10-shilling note. So goodbye to the family, goodbye to the shore. When a man tastes his fortune, you see him no more. A boat on the ocean, it's tossed like a cork. Then one fine morning decided to New York, so he stood on the gangplank to breathe in the air. Although lands of plenty, I've come for my share. Yes, he did like the ladies ladies to rise and fall, with their ankles and dresses down on the dance floor, rolling the dice and spinning the wheel. But he took most delight in the slip jigs and reels. Now some say a pistol and some say a knife, but all were agreed there was somebody's wife. Some kind of commotion, a terrible fight. Tree left her man dead and ran into the night. On a train to St. Louis, just one jump ahead, he'd slept one eye open and a six gone in bed. And he dreamed of the mountains and green fields of home, or crossing the plains where the buffalo roam. Yes, he did like the ladies to rise and fall, with their ankles and dresses down on the dance floor, rolling the dice and spin the wheel. But he took most delight in the slip jigs and reels. Now a bad reputation's a hard thing to bear. Your mother's poor scorning young children they stare, so he took consolation in fresh company. Sure, life ain't so bad with a girl on each knee. Yes, he did like the ladies to rise and fall, with their ankles and dresses down on the dance floor, rolling the dice and spin the wheel. But he took most delight in the slip jigs and reels. Why this hilarious, I heard people say, it's the deadliest ambush near old Santa Fe. A young buck was taken, he was dressed in a coat, sewn into the lining a 10-shilling note. Yes, he did like the ladies to rise and fall, their ankles and dresses down on the dance floor, rolling the dice and spin the wheel. But he took most delight in the slip jigs and reels. Do you know what? Sing along. Yes, he did like the ladies to rise and fall, of their ankles and dresses down on the dance floor, rolling the dice and spinning the wheel. But he took most delight in the slip jigs and reels. Thank you very much.
So that's Socks in the Frying Pan playing slip jigs and reels. Yeah, every time I think all the good names are gone, then somebody comes up with a name like Socks in the Frying Pan.
Yeah, that's a winner. And yeah, I like that one too. Yeah, next, this is a guy that I'm sure you're familiar with, John McCutchen. I know you even do some of his music.
Oh, yeah, and he's famed for that very festival. He's been there every year for many years.
He's a fixture at this festival, apparently. His set was really about collaboration. When he was on stage, he had visitors come and play with him. And in this particular song, he had the Steel Wheels, a band that's been on Ozark Highlands Radio before.
Yes, they have.
Performing with him. And he wrote this song with the lead singer from the Steel Wheels, Trent Wagler. Here they are performing their original song, Hell and High Water.
Creek is rising and the rain comes down, washed out the bridge, goes to town. First floor's flooded and we're up on the roof. I've never been this scared, but that's true. Live in this house that my granddaddy made. He bought by this holler with the bull-tongue blade. The land give out and he dug that cold, working died in that goddamn hole. Hell and high water here in Kingdom Come. It's hotter than it oughter just to get you some. Me and my wife, my son, and my daughter are struggling every day. Come hell and high water. hazard. There is a man, he owns the deed to this house and land. His hands are soft, his home is dry, and he don't care if I live or die. House up there on the hill are looking down upon us still. They'll join their prayers and shake their heads while we shovel mud and count our dead. Hell and high water here in Kingdom Come. It's hotter than it oughta just to get you some. Me and my wife, my son, and my daughter are struggling every day. Come hell and high water. I cry to God too, but more is needed now. When the waters come for you, you won't be kneeling down. Rain ain't got no place to go. Settles on down to a spot that's low. Send scared folks up to their roof. Well, if there's a hell, I guess that's the proof. If you wonder what it's all about, when the rails go bad and the lights go out, and you feel the future's noose get taut, but this is home. Hell and high water here in Kingdom Come. It's hotter than it oughta just to get you some. Me and my wife, my son, and my daughter are struggling every day. Hell and high water here in Kingdom Come. It's hotter than it oughta just to get you some. Me and my wife, my son, and my daughter are struggling every day. Come hell and high water. The steel wheels.
That's John McCutchen.
Wow, another good song by John McCutchen. That was Hell and High Water.
Yeah, next is a band called Sally and the Herz. Now, there's a campground at this festival that has its own culture. And it has its own stages where people perform in the campground late at night after all the other stages have gone on. And this is a band, Sally and the Herz, this is a band that originated in that campground and has eventually made its way to the stage. They're from Kansas. They play all original music. And this is Sally and the Herz doing their original song, In the Grave.
I count the years, ignore the days, and all the ways I could have saved myself. It's something that I always do. It'll never do without the truth. I chose to live with no regrets, and now the choice is catching up to me. People don't change because you wish. We stay the same, we stay the same. 'Cause I got one foot in the grave and I feel like I'm on the side by myself. When I've been done and dusted and the world don't know my name, there will be no one left to blame but me with one foot in the grave. This time I've had all I can take. I'm running down and feeling low, so low. I finally figured out just who I am, but it is far too late by far. There's nothing in this world that I can do to hide the truth from all of you. And now, staring at this hole, I've come to find that I don't like this point of view. 'Cause I got one foot in the grave and I feel like I'm on the side by myself. When I've been done and dusted and the world don't know my name, there will be no one left to blame but me with one foot in the grave. Sins unknown to all who knew me, locked away in pine. I will never know how I wasted all the precious time. 'Cause I got one foot in the grave and I feel like I'm on the side by myself. When I've been done and dusted and the world don't know my name, there will be no one left to blame but me with one foot in the grave. Thank y'all so much for having us. We're Sally and the Herz. Happy Winfield, everybody. Thank y'all so much.
Well, that certainly is a mournful song. In the grave, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
So, what other genres did you hear played at the festival?
You know, Dave, it's really difficult to describe this festival in terms of genre. I mean, is it a bluegrass festival? Is it an old-time festival? Is it a jamgrass festival? And the answer is yes. It's all of those things.
Sounds like it.
But trying to describe this festival in terms of genres of music, about the only thing you can say, it was all acoustic. Outside of that, there was just about anything you can imagine. It was really exciting.
Sounds great.
Next, I've got, these are two guys named Rob Iikes and Trey Hensley. They're a duo from Nashville. One of them's a guitar prodigy and the other one's a dobro prodigy. And I swear these guys must be getting paid by the note because they play more notes than anybody I've ever heard in my life. Here, they're doing a Merle Haggard song called Mama Tried.
First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. Well, no one could change my mind, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild. Well, my mama seemed to know what lay in store. Despite all my Sunday learning, towards the bad I kept on turning till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better. But her pleading I denied. It leaves only me to blame, cause Mama tried. Dear old daddy, rest his soul, left my mom a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. Well, she tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. It leaves only me to blame, cause Mama tried. Yes, that leaves only me to blame, cause Mama tried.
So that's Rob Iikes and Trey Hensley playing that good old song from Merle Haggard, Mama Tried.
Yeah. Next is a guy named Stephen Bennett, who won first place in the fingerstyle guitar championship at this year's festival. And this is his original song called Greta Fletcher, Is That You?
So that was Greta Fletcher, Is That You? By Stephen Bennett. Originally written by him, but who's Greta Fletcher?
That's his cat.
I see.
Yeah.
Hey, let's take a break now for about a minute, and we'll be back very shortly. This is Ozark Highlands Radio. Welcome back to Ozark Highlands Radio. As you know, we're down here in the vault talking to Jeff Glover about his recent trip to Winfield, Kansas. Jeff, what else have you got?
This is a guy whose father has played on Ozark Highlands Radio and played at the Folk Center, John Mchuan. This is Nathan Mchuan, John Mchuan's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here he's doing an original song of his called Lately.
Lately I've been thinking about the two of us. There's got to be a reason why I caught your eye. I've never been one for drinking, but I'm drunk off of you. It's always the season for drinking. Wait
when I'm drinking you. A million people to love, a million people to find, and through the endless sea of city lights, well, yours is the only one that shines. How you doing, Winfield? Woo! Traveled across many oceans and driven to many nights with nothing more than my guitar by my side. But you changed my mind. Yeah, a million people to love, million people to find, yeah, but through the endless sea of city lights, well, yours is the only one that shines. Yeah, yours is the only one that shines. Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, so that was John McEwen's son, Nathan. I'd never heard him before.
Yep, Nathan McCuen.
I'll be darned.
Yeah. Next is a band called Old Sound. And you know how we discussed earlier about Sally and the Herz was one of these jam bands that grew out of the campground? This band, Old Sound, is also one of those. These guys apparently grew up around this festival. They're from Kansas City and eventually just made their way from the campground to the main stage. This is Old Sound doing an original song of theirs called Walk on the River.
Walk on the river and out into the day. Walk on the river and let it wash away. Sunset on the rolling bales of hay. Yeah, walk on the river and float on down the way. Oh, dear sweetheart, I'm singing you a song and it's true. I want to spend my singing days floating on the river here with you. You've been gone so long that I can't wait to see if the old tributary will carry you home to me. So walk on the river and out into the day. Walk on the river and let it wash away. Moonshine and we're rolling up the hay. Hey, yeah, yeah. Walk on the river and float on down the way. Sweetheart, I'm singing you a song and it's true. I want to spend my singing days floating on the river here with you. We We've got dreams and scenes that we both want to see. And the old tributary will carry you home to me. So walk on the river and out into the day. Walk on the river and let it wash away. Sunrise and we're rolling in the hay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Walk on the river and float on down the way. Walk on the river and float on down the way. Yeah, walk on the river and down to the break of day.
Thank you.
Well, that's Walk on the River by Old Sound. So you spent several days there, Jeff. What was your favorite thing about the Walnut Valley Festival?
You know, there were a lot of favorite things of mine about the Walnut Valley Festival. One thing that really struck me most was the community around this festival. From the campgrounds to the volunteers, and most of the people that work at this festival are volunteers. These people live and breathe this festival. They just love this thing right down to the ground. It was the sense of community that everyone had around the festival that was just wonderful to see. It really, really was. Yeah. Next here on the show, we've got a guy named Dave Stamy. He's a cowboy singer and songwriter and storyteller. He's in the Western Music Hall of Fame. He was the 7-time Western Music Association Entertainer of the Year.
Wow.
And he is actually a cowboy. And here he's doing a classic Jimmy Rogers song called Waiting for a Train.
All around the water tank, waiting for a train. 1,000 miles away from home, sleeping in the rain. I walked up to a brakeman just to give him a line of talk. He says, if you got money, boy, I'll see that you don't walk. I haven't got a nickel, not a penny can I show. Get off, you railroad bound me, slam the boxcar door. I He put me off in Texas, the state I dearly love. The wide open spaces all around me, the moon and stars up above. Nobody seems to want me or to lend me a helping hand. I'm on my way from Frisco, I'm heading back to Dixieland. My pocketbook is empty, my old heart is full of pain. I'm 1,000 miles away from home, waiting for a train. Everybody seems to like that yodeling, but face it, if your kid was doing that in a car, you'd make him stop it. He put me off in Texas, that's a state I dearly love. The wide open spaces all around me, the moon and stars up above. Nobody seems to want me or to lend me a helping hand. I'm on my way from Frisco, I'm heading back to Dixieland. My pocketbook it's empty. My whole heart is full of pain. I'm 1,000 miles away from home, waiting for a train. I Thank you, Winfield. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a classic, all right. Waiting for a Train. Man, and so that's Dave Stamy, huh?
Yep, Dave Stamy,
I'll
cowboy.
have to listen to more of that. I like that cowboy music.
Next, technically this is a bluegrass festival. This is a band that has played here at the Folk Center, but it's never actually been on Ozark Highlands Radio yet. This is a band called Special Consensus. It's a 50-year-old band, Grammy Award-winning, IBMA-winning quartet. And here they're doing their original song called Monroe's Doctrine.
He came down from old Rosine with the song and a mandolin, tilling ground and planting seed where no one had ever been. He brought it down to Nashville, they all knew his name. He played the Grand Ole Opry and it never was the same. Bear down on that fiddle, son, when you play that old mule Skinner. All you got and then some, and I'll jump in on the tenor. Pick it, Earl, here it comes, Lester and his old G-run. You can't do it that way, son, according to Monroe's doctrine. Ain't no part of nothing. Years he traveled down those rough and rocky roads, singing high and lonesome with his buddy and soul. Monroe was a wheel horse, that's the bluegrass way. Every time he'd kick it off, I thought I heard him say, bear down on that fiddle, son, when you play that old mule Skinner. All you got and then some, and I'll jump in on the tenor. Pick it, Earl, here it comes, Lester and his old G-run. You can't do it that way, son, according to Monroe's doctrine. Ain't no part of nothing. Pick it, Earl, here it comes, Lester and his old G-run. You can't do it that way, son, according to Monroe's doctrine. Ain't no part of nothing.
Thank you kindly, thank you kindly.
So that was Special Consensus doing Monroe's Doctrine, and that's definitely good bluegrass music right there.
Yeah, pretty standard bluegrass. Good
Yeah.
stuff, good
Yeah.
stuff. Next, I'm going to play you a little bit of a song called Winfield. And this was written by Bing Futch. And as you know, Bing Futch has been on our show many, many times. He's a mountain dulcimer master. He can
Absolutely.
do amazing things with a mountain dulcimer. And we're going to close out with Bing Futch and his original song called Winfield.
Fills my soul. Let me hear you pecan grove kickers getting lit on the low road. No words can do it justice. No picture passes true. The incredible moment, it happens to you somewhere here in Winfield. Staying until I get my fill. Feeling the music is my thrill. Down in the grove they are dancing. What of you? I'm here in Winfield, under the moon brightly shining, jamming till way past my bedtime, loving the magical moments. Let me hear ya. I'm here in Winfield, staying until I get my fill. Feeling the music is my thrill. Down in the grove they're dancing. What of you? I'm here in Winfield, under the moon brightly shining, jamming till way past my bedtime, loving the magical moment.
That was the great Florida dulcimer player Bing Futch playing his own original song, Winfield. That's about all we've got for this week. Thank you very much, Jeff. You recorded some great music there.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Well, I hope you have more to come.
There is much more to come in this series of music, yes.
Oh, boy. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope to hear from you again next week. This is Dave Smith, your host. Y'all have a great week.
Ozark Highlands Radio is produced by Jeff Glover. Executive producer is Darren Dorton. Additional support for this program comes from Arkansas State Parks, a division of the Arkansas Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism, with 52 unique reasons to visit the natural state. On the web at arkansasstateparks.com. The Committee of 100 proudly supporting the Ozark Folk Center State Park since 1974. And by Stone Bank with roots in Mountain View, Arkansas. Stone Bank is a proud supporter of heritage musicians and small towns across America, with government-guaranteed loans for farmers, entrepreneurs, and communities. More information available at stonebank.com. For information on upcoming shows and events, we are on the web at ozarkhighlandsradio.com. Until next time, I'm Donna Farrar.